Hey guys, Allie here tonight. I wanted to bring up tonight in the trust in the unfolding, that there is a bigger picture, a grander vision that is unfolding in your life. And I think a lot of times, I know myself included, we get caught up in a lot of the little things and we get all wound up about them, and we miss the point that there's something bigger going on and like something bigger unfolding, and we get buried in the small details and we can't see the bigger picture. But I believe, and a lot of this is going to come from things that really resonate with me, guys. And so if it doesn't resonate with you, then just take what does and leave the rest. I think we're all here and we can decide what works best for us and what feels like our truth. And that can be different for different people. So we are source. We are connected to source. We are of source, but source is greater than us. So, we have our personality self, and we are connected to source, which I think of in terms of as our soul here in this 3D life. And we experience life, the soul connected to our personality. And that's how we experience our life as an individual point of consciousness here on 3D on Earth at this time. And I think that when we trust in the process and we keep in mind that there is a bigger unfolding for our life and that there is a grander version, most likely, here for us to live out. I truly believe that most of us play way too small, and that we settle, and that we imagine versions that aren't as grand as they could be, because I think that's what we feel like is possible. And we can choose multiple versions, infinite versions to experience. But I truly believe that there is a version that is our highest version, the one where we experience the most fulfillment and we use our gifts to the fullest and we experience the most joy. I do truly believe that there is a version of us that is living that life, and one that supersedes all the other versions, because it is the one, like I said, where we fully embody everything that we came here to experience and give and create. So for me, what I want to get across is when we're trusting that there's a bigger picture, which always feels good to me, because a lot of times I'll feel like, and I've noticed other people do too, like this isn't where we should be. We're not in the right place at the right stage in our life. And honestly, guys, wherever we are is perfect, because that's what we've personally created. It's been just a direct reflection of our energetic state. So it's perfect because it's perfectly reflecting who we are. So it always feels good when I tell myself or tell others, where you are is perfect. It's perfectly like exactly where you need to be. And so as things go on, guys, and we want to, I guess, align with the grander version, we receive desires. When we receive desires, those are clues. Those are like guidance as to lead us to imagine and to inhabit the state that we want to create. Those desires are guiding us to our grander lives, to experience life in the fullest. And the key is to follow the guidance, the nudges, the inspirations that come along when you receive them. A lot of us will think, we'll have ideas and we're like, well, I don't know, I'd love to do this, but, and when, we put up a but. If you want to do something, take small steps, whatever it is. You don't have to make some big dramatic change, but take small steps in that direction, because your desires are guiding you to the ultimate version to live and create here on Earth and to experience. So if we're experiencing, a less grander version, and we're not, and most likely if you're watching this video, you might be experiencing something that you would like to change and you want to experience a different reality. Trust that where you are is perfect, And then I always tell people to really, really get clear about your desires and about how, what would, like, if anything, if everything was just a given and you didn't have to do anything or need anything, what would your perfect life look like? Get clear on that, guys. I mean, it's such wonderful information, but it also allows us to start imagining and inhabiting that state and really feeling into it. That's super important for creating our desired reality. And when you get clear with that, I always, for me personally, I think when I align with the desired reality I want to create and inhabit that state, I think this or something better. And, I think some people think, well, if it's something better, I can't have what I want. That's not it. You can have what you want. But sometimes when we're coming at this from more of a thinking point of view, sometimes we can't imagine the grandest life we could live. We imagine something that is a little bit less than. And our soul is always guiding us to our grandest version. And that's where you're going to be happiest. Even if you imagine something and you think this is where I'll be happiest, your soul knows for sure exactly where you will be in absolute joy and fulfillment and contentment and peace. So, but your desires are here to lead you and guide you along the way. And if you trust in the fact that and act on your desires in some way, form, or fashion, like I said, in any way, just start moving toward them. So small steps create massive, big changes, guys, when done on a regular basis. So for an example, so we have a vision. We imagine it. We're aligning with that. We're inhabiting that state more and more, and we're keeping our focus on that as we go about our day-to-day life, knowing that it's unfolding perfectly. We get our nudges, we act on them, we take a chance, even when it feels scary. Sometimes it's going to feel scary, guys. And remember, if it feels scary, it's just because it's unfamiliar. The ego, which a lot of people like to say, keeps us safe. I don't believe it keeps us safe. It can act in that way, but I truly believe it keeps us in our comfort zone. It doesn't like change. So when we think about moving, maybe getting into a relationship, getting out of a relationship, changing careers, quitting a job, anything like that, it's infinite amount of changes. But when we think about those things, the ego really wants to hang on to what's familiar, and it brings up kind of like a flight or fight, flight. Is that right? Flight or fight response? I think so. Yeah. And it's very triggering, but we have to realize that it's just because it's a change and it's unfamiliar. And that does hold a lot of people back because they think this fear is guidance, and that fear is not guidance. Actually, what fear is, it's telling you that it is not true. When you feel fear and you're scared and you're anxious, that's not true for you. When you feel something that is aligned with peace and connection and truth and knowing, that feels, it gives you peace in your body. That's what's true for you. Fear is just your body responding and telling you that is not true. So have the courage to follow through on nudges and inspirations and opportunities that come up, even if you can't see that they're leading you to where you want to go, because the universe works in very mysterious ways. The universe has the whole view. And when I say universe, I mean God or source, divine intelligence has the whole view. Everything is seen by it. It knows how to connect the dots in ways that we could never, ever fathom. So trust the different nudges. Go to the coffee shop. Give this person a call. Go to that place. Whatever. It doesn't matter because it knows how to connect things, like I said, in ways that end up leading to our desired result. And like I said, so just trust those. Hold your imagined scene. Align with that, inhabit that state, make your inner dialogue to align with that state of priority, then follow inspirations, nudges, and opportunities that come up that you feel drawn to follow, and then trust that everything is unfolding, that there is your reality is unfolding in every moment, your desired reality is unfolding in every moment, and that what you desire to experience is unfolding or something even grander. But just trust in that, because know that source has the full view. And when you are aligned and we're in a trusting state and we're connected and we're following those nudges and things like that, we're going to notice synchronicities. And that's when like our inner matches up to an outer experience and connects them in a way that is just kind of mind-blowing. And it seems like some people might call it a coincidence. I don't believe in those. But I believe when we're in the flow and we're in our inhabited state and we're trusting our guidance and we're trusting the universe and following what we feel called to act upon, then we experience synchronicities here in the 3D, because the inner and the outer are lining up. And it's all a reflection, and the inner is the same as the outer, but when they're matched and they're aligned, it's going to seem very synchronous. I don't know if that's even a word, guys. It's going to seem very synchronistic. Boom. Okay. To you. And that's going to feel very magical as well, because the inner and outer are matching up and coming together in ways that are mind-blowing. Events that don't even correlate, all of a sudden coming together and bringing, like I said, all kinds of different things, opportunities, connections, openings, possibilities, whatever. But when we're in the flow and when we're trusting in source and the universe and we're connected to that, we have our imagined reality and we are aligned with that and inhabiting that state, and then going about our day and trusting our nudges and our inspirations and allowing and having synchronicities come in. That's when life gets really magical, guys. It feels like a flow, and it is, because we're working together. Our inner is working together in terms of mind, body, spirit, and it's reflecting in the outer. And so life becomes kind of like a magical dance, and we are led in a wonderful way. I say wonderful way, and I'm really rambling tonight, guys. Sometimes things can seem hard because they might break apart, because we're no longer resonant with those and we want to experience something different. But when something seems like a challenge and we're in the flow, we will navigate it easier, even if it's like I said, we get fired from a job but we didn't want that job anymore. We end up seeing later that it was actually perfect. We end up getting a divorce, and maybe it's something that was very shocking to us, but we end up finding out later that it was perfect, and it led us to all the desired reality we wanted to get to. Sometimes things have to break down so new things can be created. So it was kind of a ramble tonight, guys. I kind of went all over the place, but it was fun. It was enjoyable. I liked it. And I hope some of you guys, or all of you guys, get something out of it. I hope it's helpful. And if you have any comments, feel free to post them below. And I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. And you're getting ready for the new year. And I'll be on tomorrow, guys. So thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.